Okay, 28mm RPG here. And we have the gang. We have next to me, we have Josh playing Cobb.
Hello, hello.
And then underneath me here is Shadow from Shadow and Sun playing Ghost. That is right. I had to look at my notes.
His character sheet right in front of him. And there's Spence in the far corner playing Rye. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Rye the Rye Man. And everybody's feeling chipper.
Oh yeah, especially
it's
Rick
been too
here.
long, guys. It really has.
We have Gordo. Gordo's coming. He's just going to be a little bit late, but that's okay. So it's all good. Looks like we got some comments. It's just my bot. That makes me sad. The only commenter is my bot. Okay.
I want a bot. How do I get a bot?
You can get a bot. You go to Stream Elements, and Stream Elements will give you a bot. It'll also give you a spot to tip. So if anybody wants to go ahead and, send money, there you go. I'm not gonna monetize my channel, but tips are good. So it does provide the tipping service on there as well. Shadow looks just totally amazed. And his hair is flowing in the air so well.
I just for the first time noticed my equipment page. I didn't know there was such a thing. It's like it's totally wrong, but it's there. I don't have $100,000 in cash anymore. I spent a huge chunk of that on that armor, but yeah, no. And I feel naked without. Oh no. No, I don't. It's there. Okay.
You're all good?
Yeah, no. Just that laser pistol, I dumped a lot of money into that. I couldn't get the whatever pistol Han Solo runs around with, but that's what I'm thinking, except it's biometric to me only, and got the scope and all the cool gadgets on it.
And for those wondering, we're using, you're not seeing it in the background, but this is the Fari.app. It's a fairly bare bones kind of thing. It gives me all my stuff for notes. I have scenes here that I can bring up. I can bring up my public. Well, you're seeing my public ones here. My private ones are going to have things in there that I can kind of bring up on the screen for everybody. So if they want to see a picture of something, I can easily bring that. It's also got a drawing board here, which I do not use. There's no reason for me to use it. And then if I want to look at my players' character sheets, I can go through each one of them. You can see their cursors running around here like chickens with their heads cut off. And, I can look at each of their characters. And each of these has their own skills. I made these sheets here. You can make your own sheets. And you can put, all this stuff in there. So you can just arrange them how you want. And it's pretty cool. It's got a regular, goes into advanced when you want to go get into the nitty gritty of everything here, toggling different stuff on each of the items. So you can get pretty detailed, but once you switch it from advanced mode to not advanced mode, you can see it clears up all that stuff and just gives you the bare bones look to everything. So your sheet looks nice and clean, and how you like it. But it is a pretty cool little app. You can make any sheet you want for any game out there. So I don't know. I think it's cool. What do you guys think? Good.
I think it's really good.
I like it better than Roll20, although we don't need the maps and that sort of thing like Roll20 for this kind of game, which I just find it just so clunky and slows things down. I just want to I don't need to know exactly how many squares, that whole thing, just imaginary feet, in your mind, just put yourself into
Basically, picture your own
the whole
distance
mindset.
type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
A lot of things
accurate.
when I describe a room or something, and this is where a lot of game masters get hung up, is when I describe a room, I'll give you a number of things in the room that are included in the room. That's everything that you can interact with right away, right off the bat. It doesn't matter, you don't have to, think, oh, how long will it take me to get to that spot in order to use the closet door? No, you can use it right away. It doesn't matter. It's part of how the imagination works with the collective imagination with everybody else. I give you everything that you could interact with right away. So
Basically, taking away the grid system.
exactly. Let's go ahead and add Gordo. We see Gordo down below here. So let's go ahead and bring him in.
There he is. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's it going? You guys hear me?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sounded loud and clear.
Awesome.
It doesn't sound like you have the air conditioner running.
No,
in the
no wind tunnel
background.
going. That's good. It's always a good thing. Pull this over here a little bit.
Go ahead and get my. Let's see. I had the application window for the dice. There we go. So.
Are we using a new app tonight? Is this go?
No.
Dice something I need?
I was just pulling this up because if I want to roll something, I could be on the straight and narrow with everybody there.
Oh, there you go.
This is Sophie's Dice. You can get it on Steam. Just in case people are wondering. Get rid of
Yeah,
that
you
there.
showed us some real weird green ones.
Oh yeah, I don't want to do the green ones. Those are awful. Those were completely awful. It's the default dice. The green and pink kind of colored. They were just horrid.
Garbage.
All right. The way we do this, let's introduce Gordo. Gordo is playing Adamus.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hey. I'm not too sure if there's anybody on stream right now, but it's cool. And don't see any comments yet. Just my Stream Elements robot saying stuff. That's about it. So just to get everybody back into the headspace again, once again, all theater of the mind. Stay in character during your playthrough. No out of character talk. Any questions that you have to ask, like if there's something important that you're trying to clarify, you can do that in how your character is perceiving something. They can if you want to know the color of something, my character is looking at the color of this object, then I will describe that to you or whatever. It's totally okay. Staying in first person would be cool if you can. I'll try to refer to everybody by their character names all the way through this game if I possibly can muster it up. I'm not the best at it. I'm kind of what we call I'm bare bones. I'm a bare bones kind of game master when it comes to role playing. I'm not hardcore like let's say Abe's game or maybe Chandra's game or what do they call Black Lodge? But we try to get into that spirit of continuing that role play above the mechanics, and the mechanics kind of stay in the background and only needed when, of course, we need to bring something up. Like did we hit? Alrighty. So our last session we had left off with. Everybody in the basic AI room of the underground station, kind of like an underground facility, where where you gentlemen had, been taken into this area by Dr. Val, and Dr. Val and some assistants of his basically showed you around the place, and you uncovered the wonderful truth that your former pilot Tara Esh, who is Rye's girlfriend, the one who had been shot in the head, and she had a some sort of a 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍𝙀𝙍 technology implant put into her head in order to kind of keep her stabilized. That had been removed, and it is now known as 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍, the AI system that runs the entire underground facility down here. And of course, uncovering this, Spence, Rye's character, Rye, must make a sanity throw.
I think we're beyond that, Rick.
Beyond that. But
he's had 20 years to grieve.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. 20 quick years to grief.
Yeah, 20 quick years. Yeah.
Go like that.
Okay.
I know, right?
And so that has been the revelation of the last session. And let us continue on from there. Rye, are you okay, dear?
No, I'm not. I lost you. I lost you for 20 years. And I came back for you.
Well, I am here. Would you prefer if I had a body?
That's the way we left you. Preferably, yes.
Okay, I will have that arranged. Dr. Val goes ahead and nods, and one of his assistants goes over to one of the consoles and starts typing in some commands into the interface. And the rest of you are kind of just standing, looking rather strangely. And Cobb is currently wearing a hard hat and a vest on as well. And Val turns to Adamus and says, so what do you think of our facilities so far there, Sir Adamus? Oh, you're muted.
Pardon? Most impressive and unexpected. Do you suppose that we could have a full tour?
A full tour? Well, we can possibly get you into areas of interest that you may have. What are you looking for?
We are still getting our bearings on this planet. We haven't been here all that long, and would love to see more of your facility.
Okay. Well, there isn't really much. We do have the skunk works downstairs. He kind of waves his hand over to the glass that you see before you. You can look down below, and you can see like large machines kind of moving, the cranes and stuff like that, moving pieces of what look to be large cylinder-shaped objects down below. And it looks like from what you're seeing from the parts, as you are an engineer, reminiscent of rocket parts.
It looks like perhaps you're preparing to send some things off-world, from what I'm seeing down there.
That is true. However, we're kind of at a lack of pilots right now. But I'm sure jobs like that will be filled soon enough. Hopefully, these are test rockets. We've tried several times to attempt to breach the orbit. Unfortunately, we have been met with being shot down. Other times, just total mishaps, and we've lost entire crews of our craft and suffered greatly over the years.
Have you pinpointed the source of the effect that's causing fusion drives to be inoperative?
We assume that it is being emitted by a particular satellite that had been positioned up there. It's none of the satellites that we had positioned 20 years ago or beyond that. This is a totally different satellite up there that we had encountered.
Have you considered using your chemical rocket technology in a more offensive manner, if you know what I mean, taking out the problem at the source, and then the need for chemical rockets is not really as necessary. Fusion will work again.
Well, we have considered that, but however, everything we send up gets shot down. So
perhaps we have some fairly brilliant members of our crew. Perhaps they could help modify your technology, make it hard to detect or more lethal. It doesn't have to get as close to its target to eliminate the problem.
Yeah, we could possibly do that. Although our current goals right now are trying to get one rocket up there, which is armed with a turret and some missiles, and take out the entire array that is out there. As long as we can get the rocket within range, it will be able to target all of the incoming drones and hopefully take them out.
One of our companions is incredibly brilliant, a little eccentric. You have to get used to his particular mannerisms, but he has come up with some fairly remarkable breakthroughs for us in our travels. I'm just proposing an information exchange. Perhaps we can help you, you can help us, and it'll be to all of our benefit.
Oh, okay. Well, where is this gentleman that you're talking of?
I will see where he has gotten to. Give me just a moment. I will look for him.
He nods. He continues on talking with his fellow, engineers, and Shadow. I'm gonna have to say Coz ends up kind of specking everything out here that you're seeing around. Quite the array of technology kind of pieced together roughly from different generations, cobbled together.
It to be a hell of a ride.
And as you are the a pilot.
Talk about old school.
Yeah. This is really old school stuff that you're seeing down. You're seeing ejection seats and all kinds of stuff down there.
Boy, what a ride, right, guys?
Good luck.
I'm thinking you're coming with me there, Cobb.
Of course.
Eventually, there is another person that comes in through the door. Obviously a feminine kind of unit comes walking in, and she moves with a kind of an awkward gait as she comes in, and she looks at Rye.
Who are you?
I'm Tara.
You don't look like Tara.
But I am Tara.
Then if you're Tara, how did you manage to go from over there to what you are?
I had placed a part of my memory within this unit.
Then you're only part of Tara.
Essentially, that is correct. The Terra that you knew as a biological entity does not exist. I'm sorry, Rye.
I've come to terms with that. But the rest of her should have gone with her.
If I would have not existed, none of this would exist, and these people would have perished.
Then I guess we got to learn to deal with only part of Terra.
I'm sorry, Rye. You sound disappointed.
I am. Because I missed my old captain.
And she kind of looks at you. She goes, "One thing though, why do you still look like you did 20 years ago?"
It was due to a current situation that we had to deal with that made me stay the same.
Like, I look at you and I am seeing a man that has not aged in some time.
And I told you, it was a situation that our ship and our crew had to deal with without you. That caused us not to age.
Perplexing. Okay. She ponders. For your Adamus, what's your? I know you were planning on getting a hold of somebody.
Yeah, our mad inventor is who I'm looking for.
Jack Ryder. And Jack Ryder is currently on the ship.
So I will say we'll need a bit of time to collect our inventor, but I promise you the wait will be worth it.
Okay. He says, well, how long will you gentlemen need? Did you need some accommodations here?
That would be lovely. If
Alrighty.
you don't mind.
No,
We don't mean to impose upon your hospitality. That I'm sure a fair exchange can be made for whatever assistance you provide.
He's like, no, there is no. You're not putting us out in any way here. Definitely, we will provide you some staterooms. Just one of my assistants here, James. He will go ahead and give you a little bit of a tour to the area where the accommodation facilities are. James,
most kind. And I'm sorry, I did not catch your name when we first were introduced. Your name again is?
Dr. Val.
Yes, Dr. Val. Thank you. And Doctor, I know that you must have some security protocols here. May we expect that our access must be escorted at all times, or will we be allowed to have some freedom of movement while we're in the facility?
You have freedom of movement. Eshtar has given you and granted you access. It does not deem you as a threat.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. Thank you.
And James goes ahead and he looks all anxious and everything. Come this way, guess. Follow me. He's kind of animated and he seems to be like a young kind of collegiate kind of student, and with the glasses and everything. And he ends up waving you guys along kind of to follow him.
Well, James, thank you so much for showing us the way. I probably don't get a lot of visitors here, do you?
Oh, no. I mean, we get a few, but, it's like they show up, they die, in a horrible accident, and we have to start all over again and make new friends. It's kind of sad, really.
That's terrible to hear. How can we avoid that fate? I'd rather not die in a terrible accident if it's all the same.
Just don't volunteer for the piloting, position.
Oh, I see. Yes, the rocket program. Yes. Well, no, I think we're simply here to observe at the moment. We'll see if we can maybe lend some assistance and make your technology a little bit more consistent, so that.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. A totally different approach would be the correct way to go about it. I've been trying to get these old guys to go ahead and start thinking different ways, but no way. It's a lot of pushback in this kind of area. I don't know, but down this way, he kind of trundles along, walking along, and showing you the different passageways to different laboratories and stuff. He says, and of course, you guys have all access here. Just kind of just mind your P's and Q's with some of the older guys. They kind of get all fussy about stuff. But
James, you'll forgive me. I haven't seen many young people here. It's refreshing. How did you happen to come to this place?
Oh, well, it's I remember when I was just a little guy that I was being escorted by my parents into some sort of underground, kind of like this kind of a facility, but it was elsewhere. And there was like all kinds of things shaking, and it was horrible. I still have bad dreams about it.
Oh, I see. Are your parents still with us?
Oh yeah, they're still around. They're proud that their son is like making a name for himself, and I'm living the dream here.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Eventually, he goes ahead and brings you guys to your staterooms, and there's kind of like a nice little communal area for all of you, and kind of dwindles off to like these staterooms that kind of branch off in a kind of a circular fashion around this kind of communal room. And he says, this will be your place to enjoy however way you see fit. Choose yourself a stateroom from either of these corridors and put your stuff away in the. Don't mind the mess over there. We'll clean it up. It was just from the last pilot that occupied this room. Still, I'll have people come and clean that up. So it's just.
And was there a horrible accident in here?
Oh no! It's just some of their stuff over there.
Oh, I see. Okay, no remains that we have to worry about.
No, nothing like that. No,
okay,
nothing like that bad has happened in this room. Trust me.
Ah, yes.
Better not have.
But the other rooms?
I am not at any form of legalese in my contract to give you any kind of sort of information on that there, sir.
Well, I
But-
don't want to, enter a room that's haunted.
Do you believe in spirits? That's quite odd.
Doesn't everybody?
He's like, man, I've never really thought of it that way. But you bring up a good topic of discussion maybe in the future.
Sure.
So you're gonna stay with
Over
us
a game
then?
of cards, maybe.
Oh, what? No, I have other things to do around here that are very, very important and stuff. But as far as you folks, if you do need to get a hold of me, I will be your personal guidance assistant or whatever. And yeah, just go ahead and zap me on this thing here. He gives you kind of little remote. And that'll go ahead and send for me, and I'll be able to contact you right away, or come at the beck and call of moment's notice.
So you're gonna check the other rooms with me, right?
What?
Grab him by the collar and just okay, you're coming with me. We're gonna check out the other rooms.
Okay. You drag him over. You know, that's quite a fine looking piece of equipment you're wearing there, sir.
It's nothing. Just come with me. I'll protect you from the ghosts.
Okay. He follows you.
So we check out the rest of the rooms, and I'll lock them in one of them.
Close him up in one.
Yeah.
Hey, bunk, 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 bunk. This isn't funny.
Alrighty, goes, yeah, it looks like the rooms are all good. No, I'll let them out eventually.
Okay, yeah, you eventually let him out. Rest of you guys.
Sit there quietly, deep in thought.
I examine the staterooms and pick one, and get settled.
Okay.
Not the one with the leftover stuff.
Frank, grab a room near mine so I can, pound on the wall if I need you.
Yes. Coz. He kind of stops before he says what he wants to say.
Anything else?
And yeah, he checks out a stateroom and he nods. In fact, he takes the one with the little bit of debris in there and clothing and stuff, and he's totally fine with it. This gentleman left a few different interesting little things behind. I'll have to check these out and make notes. And he goes to it. In the meantime, yeah, you also have the somewhat of an female android here with you as well, and she kind of stands over by Rye and kind of looks at him.
You're still curious on how I didn't age? Is that why you're looking at me weird?
She sits down and kind of looks at you. She goes, I'm more or less kind of gauging what you actually think about me.
Different than what I remember you as.
Oh, no doubt, Rye. I can totally understand how you would possibly feel. But you have to understand that the things that I have done with these people here have been most incredible, like bringing them out of a apocalyptic kind of situation and bringing them some form of hope.
You see, that's the part right there. You used to be a pirate. We used to be a pirate. Now you gone noble?
Well, I guess. Yeah.
Adamus, Cobb, myself, and our new friend Coase are all pirates.
Yes. But you wouldn't cause any harm to us, of course.
Debatable.
Very much debatable on what they did to you. What they did to our captain.
But you must understand that Tara did live for a few years.
She did. But she should have kept it there. They did something to you, Tara. They did something to you to change you on who you are.
Oh. Well, I can understand your point of view. But you have to understand that if I was to carry on in that kind of same sort of philosophy that Tara had engaged in, that wouldn't do any good for any of these people here. And I believe if you were in that situation where you could possibly do some form of good, you would do the same, wouldn't you?
I'll do it for my crew.
Well, I kind of consider this entire station here as my crew. You have to understand, I didn't have you guys for such a long time, and I just had to adapt and make the best of it. Using this vast knowledge that I have, and the algorithms that drive my AI processes, I have been able to accomplish some great things here.
They are great, Tara.
Although
you did a wonderful job in what you created over here and what you saved.
Oh, thank you, Rye. I appreciate what you're saying.
I want to let you know that you're not the Tara that we used to know as our captain. That is all.
The automaton kind of nods, affirming, your gestures about her.
But now that we know who you are, I honestly think it's time that we carry on with our own mission without you.
Oh, you don't want me to come with you?
You were with us. You're the one that guided us here.
I am partially still here, although 20 years have gone by rather long, and of course things have changed over that time. 20 years can do
this, Tara. All of you, including that big sphere that you're connected to, would you honestly lift up and come with us? Entire thing.
Oh, negative. I would just inhabit this body with what I have right now.
Is that so bad?
Oh, that is not so bad. Like I say, I am willing to become a part of your crew once again.
Then I'll accept that.
Okay, she nods along with you. Very well. Well, let's get acquainted again. And she starts talking to you, asking you about the different things that you've done since that time that you had left her on the planet. And basically, she continues on a conversation with you. In the meantime, with Cobb finally lets the young gentleman out, James.
Does he
And,
take the hard hat off?
Yeah, I put it on his head and same with the vest.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Just so we know how to find you.
Okay. I'm gonna go do some things. So you guys have a good time here. Give me a call if you need any help or assistance.
And don't worry, the ghost won't bite much.
Yeah. He leaves. And yeah, Frank is done cleaning up and everything. He comes out and looks at everybody else. So what's the plan?
Well, we got our captain back.
I'm thinking we're gonna probably have to help these guys out if we want to get out of here. Which means I guess I'm gonna be their next volunteer.
It was nice knowing you.
Hold on.
Frank shakes his head.
No.
I would highly not advise doing that there, Coase.
Frank, is there any way to create a system that could self-guide these missiles?
Possibly.
To
But I think
increase their maneuverability and stay under radar, sort of like stealth.
well, that would depend on what kind of technology they have access to here. And by the looks of it, it is a hodgepodge down there of all kinds of stuff. So
No, that's what we have to work with. Is there any way you can make it work?
he says, well, we would possibly need something from a super advanced kind of maybe something off of a battle cruiser or something. There's got to be some sort of weapons systems delivery, possibly some sort of ordnance left over.
Tara, would you know of a ship like this?
She gauges and says, there was a crash landing of a starship on the day that the invasion happened. Actually, several of them had fallen from the orbit.
Can you show us where they are?
One of the closest ones would be the Star Fury.
And I'm sure the lizard ships will probably have something too. They're still crawling around out there.
Lizard ships. She kind of analyzes your the Borga.
Yes.
The Borga do not have any of that kind of technology.
We've seen them colonize a planet, and we've seen what they do. Not to mention they keep shooting at us.
Oh yeah, there's a few remaining of them on the planet. They're slowly being dwindled away.
Is there easy access to get to these ships?
It would take some bit of travel. You know how that goes on this planet. Basically,
On foot.
Either on foot or you're going to be traveling on some sort of a self-contained device that can
For
possibly.
someone small enough like Frank, would that be easier for him to use a self-sustained portable device that he could use to get across?
Like, we do have vehicles that could make their way across there. A lot of them are kind of like put together dune buggies, that sort of thing.
Okay. Do we need some sort of breathing apparatus or anything to go out on open Earth?
Oh, yes. There is no way you can breathe the trace atmosphere that is out there.
I mean, we did kind of come in on one.
Yeah, we did.
So we just need to patch up the hole in it. And
Yep. A couple of minor repairs. Maybe add a gun or two.
It sounds like we got ourselves an idea here, boys.
yeah, we still got that mining vehicle, unless someone grabbed it on us.
Well, let's go check it out.
We got to go back to the junction point to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't we just make a call?
Who are we gonna call?
Dr. Val.
James?
He's not gonna do us much good though, unless we can get to him.
Well, he can steer us in the right direction, save us some time.
What about Hauser? The lead scientist administration guy. Is he able to arrange anything for us? Would he even answer?
Let's start with James, and he can maybe answer those questions for us.
All right.
Okay. So you call up James. He's like, yeah.
We need
can I help you?
to need to get a transport back to the site, the junction.
To Junction 9?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. We can get that arranged for you. Just yourself or for
Captain, see if they can make sure our vehicle doesn't, leave the junction.
Yeah. Is there anyone to watch the vehicle while we're there, so it doesn't get hijacked?
the one that you were taking?
The one
No, the
that
one we came. Yeah, the one we arrived in.
Yeah, the one we came in.
He's confused. He's like, you mean, okay, so you arrived in junction point 9 with a vehicle.
He doesn't know that was the mining vehicle. That was.
Yeah, that's why he's confused.
Yeah, it's not James that we need. I don't remember who it was. I'll get in contact with Junction Point 9 and talk to someone who was in the bay and check to make sure that the mining vehicle's still there.
Yeah, you get on the comms, and you bring up Junction Point 9. Brings you up to an Ashtar system, is like helping you assist you through all the AI stuff on the interface there. And yeah, you get the be the name of that guy. Anyways, dispatch. You get dispatch there, and yeah, here. Yes, how can we help you? Junction 9.
Hello, we came in on the vehicle with I just can't remember what his name is at the moment. I know he's dead now, but
Jugger?
Yeah, with Jugger. Is his mining vehicle still there?
Let me check. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, we have a lot of yellow tape around that thing right now. Looks like the police are checking out everything on that thing.
Okay, well, we can help you out with who did it.
You know something about that?
It was the Borga. He was driving along and they decided to use him for target practice. Maybe that'll clear things up. It was
Okay, so you guys came in on that thing, eh?
Yeah, we're lucky to make it through.
Yeah, we were lucky. We were still in one piece, but he wasn't so lucky.
Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna have to explain that to the police officers here.
Just get them to confirm with the Ishtar system. I'm sure they'll vouch for us.
Alrighty. So, and your name is, sir?
My name is Cobb.
Okay. Last name?
Lyson. Lyson.
Very good. Okay, well, I will have them contact you then.
Okay.
Bleep, bleep. And that goes dead. In the meantime, Tara is actually talking to you, Rye. In the meantime, you guys are basically talking things over, keeping busy doing that in his stateroom.
So, is there anything else you need to know?
So, what is the gist of what you've told her so far about what you had been doing?
Basically, when we left the planet, how we got into a fight, how the system that Jack created basically blinked us out of there and brought us back after we fixed it. And then we came looking for her.
Okay. She analyzes what you have been telling her. And basically sits back and ponders for a bit. And you get a call back that you hear the constable calls in for Cobb. Bleep, 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 bleep. Incoming call for Cobb Lyson.
Cobb speaking.
And the we have a vehicle here. Maybe you can explain something about here. We found John Jugger has been looks like he's got a bullet through his head over here.
Yeah, we were heading to Junction Point 9 and we got ambushed by the Borga.
I see.
Yeah, they got him. Luckily, we were slightly better equipped, and so we survived. But unfortunately, he was not.
I see. Yeah, we had some sort of a report being done, and then there was some sort of, things started getting all mixed up. Everybody's jumping to conclusions here. What the heck happened to poor Jugger here? And how are we going to explain this to his kids and wife? I don't know. But his stuff is here. But I think we're going to go ahead and put a wrap up on this mystery here and get this thing back to his wife.
Okay, before you do that, we'll make sure it's returned to them, but we will need to requisition it for a little while. But we will make sure it's...
Wait. Oh, do you want to take his vehicle?
We need it. Right now, we are trying to help Station 71. And we require a vehicle to do that.
Okay, well then you get that cleared up through Dr. Vow, and he'll go ahead and forward the notice to us.
Yeah, we already have. Just if you guys want to get in contact with him.
And just basically, Tara goes ahead and closes her eyes and makes a thing happen. And suddenly you've got the police constable is going, that was fast. Okay, here you go. Yeah, we'll grant you access.
Much obliged. We will make sure that either we get it back to either the junction or back to his home when we are done with it.
Says no problem there. You have been cleared of all access to his property right now.
All right. Thank you very much.
No problem, Mr. Lyson. We will talk to you later.
Yeah, guys, let's see if we can't try to make it up to the widow Jugger later on down the road.
See what we can grab from the Star Fury. Maybe we can get some extra we can give to her on the side or something. But for now, we do have a vehicle.
Let's get down there then.
And Tara gets up and kind of walks along with you, following very closely to Rye. And as you guys go ahead and start walking along out through the skunk works, through the laboratories, and you end up finally getting to the area where you had been summarily dropped off from the elevator. Take that all the way down. As you guys are heading down there, end up finding the little area where there's some vehicles stored away. They're kind of like these little, as how I described them before, kind of like a small, kind of like a what would be the name of it? Like a quad buggy kind of thing. Yeah. And you end up basically requisitioning one of those, no problem, with Tara there. She basically makes it happen. And you guys have access to one of the vehicles there. And,
Oh, that was easy enough. Thank you, Tara.
no problem.
All right, boys and girls, shall we?
Shall.
Let's make sure we didn't leave anything in these staterooms. And then
did we bring Frank with us, or
Yep.
Leave him behind.
Frank's with you. Frank's with you. Yep. Frank and yep.
Did we forget about Frankie?
just making sure?
Hey, where did everybody go?
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, guys, maybe we can see if we can't procure a little bit of extra gear. You know what I'm saying? We have no idea what we're going to be up against.
Yeah.
At least some good tools. Rations.
Yeah, they
maybe
probably
some
won't have
better hardware.
No, we can see what they have. I don't know if they'll have much better for firepower than we got. But
Oh,
at
what
least they
about
might
the stuff
have.
in that room that Jack was in? Was there anything of
Frank
value
in
to
there?
us? Oh, Frank.
No, negative. Just some clothing articles.
All right. Anything
I
that
have
we can
I have this
salvage and use?
amazing looking hat I'm wearing now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Sombrero.
Yeah, sombrero. Okay. Anything that we can grab that we can make use of, any tools, firepower, anything. Let's make sure we grab it on the way.
You guys realize I'm writing all this stuff down as I go along. Frank is now wearing a sombrero. Okay.
We
Go
just have
well
to make sure.
Go well with his bracelet.
We
And,
just gotta make sure.
And so Tara explains that they don't have anything that will operate on the surface very well, unless it's something that is maybe perhaps a high-powered rifle, something like a light machine gun. That is possible. Anything fusion or laser. It's a little hard to get something powerful enough on the surface without the aid of microfusion or any kind of fusion device. She explains.
Well, Ghost, if you want to see what kind of goodies they got that are any type of slug throwers.
Definitely going to need some, probably some cutting tools to get through the bulkheads and what have you of the Star Fury, as well as, maybe depending on how big the salvage, we might want to maybe, come up with something like a trailer for the vehicle so that we can, carry, because from what I remember, that place is pretty cramped. It's not really.
It's got a big hold for mining
does
stuff.
have it does have a large hold on it that can be opened up.
Are we pirates? Come on.
I mean, if they have a trailer too.
Well, we'll just have to commandeer something.
Old man said he gonna dream big. We're gonna salvage big.
There you go.
See if we can just fly the whole thing right off the planet.
At the vehicle to make it all the way to Junction 9. Who's driving?
Don't trust me with my driving skills.
Did you see me last time, guys? Come on.
I'll drive.
Hey, we got an ace driver here, and his name is Coase.
Oh shit.
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
Yeah. I'll give it a go, but I think it was all adrenaline last time, guys.
I mean, last time I tried to drive, I almost ran over a couple of grannies and hit a tree, so don't know if you really want
to worry about.
Tara, are you
lots of rocks.
I'll give it a shot. What the hell, guys?
She goes, I can drive.
Okay, Tara.
There we go.
You to drive. No one's capable or have enough confidence.
She gets into the driver's seat.
I tell you what, I'll be your co-pilot.
She nods.
Okay,
You go ahead and sit in beside her.
Let's go. Let's make haste.
Everybody else clings on for dear life.
Yep.
And she engages, and she starts driving down the eternal tunnel of light at the end. As you keep on going, and eventually you arrive at Junction 9, and you come up to the area where it's kind of opened up, and there's all the other mining vehicles kind of stashed away in their little parking areas. You see Jugger's unit there. It looks to be it still looks like a crime scene with all the yellow tape all around it and everything. But you notice that the police are gone.
I'm going to remove that tape and roll it up, pocket it.
Hey. Feel free to add that as a piece of equipment that you have. No problem. And Tara says, and if you wish to have cutting torches, I do have access to those. I will have them sent here.
Okay. Anything we can get.
And you wish to have some form of a weapon?
Some sort of heavy weapons if we can.
Very well. I will have that sent along as well. And as that proceeds, you are basically standing in front of the Jugger's unit. Whatever you may want to call it, mining vehicle. And soon enough, a group of guys show up with with some sort of a machine connected to a couple of long lines, and it's got a couple of knobs on there, a few tanks on board of it as well. And they basically drop it out in front of the ship, and they get you guys. There you go, your cutting torch.
Thank you.
Frank, let's get this stuff on board.
You and Frank end up, picking it up and start hauling it up inside. No problem. The inner hull had been, everything inside the hold has been drained. You can see that it is open in the back. The kind of like part of the backing of the machine is kind of like pulled back, kind of like a convertible. And you can see that it is open and basically, it's kind of like a big giant Euclid truck, basically, from what you can see in its function right now. And soon enough, there is another vehicle that comes by, and they drop off 2 large cases, large kind of suitcases. These things look to be about 4 feet long, about maybe 2 feet by half a foot wide. And
That looks like our
drop
heavy
them off.
weaponry that you asked for, Cobb.
All right.
And they just don't ask any questions, and they just drive off with cases sitting there.
Right. Well, cool. Shall we find out where to install these things? See what they gave us.
Coast?
He's having an
Yeah, I'm
nap.
gonna break out the one of the torches, hop up top side, see if I can't find a suitable location.
Okay. Yeah, see something that could possibly work as a opinion area where you can get some good leverage, where you could shoot from.
Now the question: do we want it facing forward or facing backwards?
We got 2 of them, so 1 each.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So the first
I
one,
thought
you go
was
ahead.
One of the cases is ammo.
Yep. First one you open up, and it's got, you see that there's like a long cylindrical kind of unit. You pull it out, and it's basically a light machine gun of some form. It looks like there's a few belts in there for ammo. It looks like it's belt fed basically. So there's that one. The other unit is still sitting there.
Careful with that one and pop it open.
You pop that one open, and this one's a little different. This one you pull it open, and you're like, oh, you end up with a larger cylinder, and you can see that there are 3 cartridges that go along with it. There's some sort of like a little gauge device on the front. It looks like you pull this thing over your shoulder, and you look through some sort of a viewfinder.
Any paperwork?
Oh yeah, you pull it. Yeah. Welcome, soldier, to your new A15R7Z09 stock howitzer held firing cannon.
How to shoot for dummies 101.
Yeah. This is a guided rocket.
Nice.
I was just gonna say rocket launcher.
That's what I was hoping for, gents.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna recommend the rocket forward and the machine gun backward.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Let's get it set up.
You want to man the rocket mod?
If we want to really shoot something, we use the rockets. If we want to keep people off our tail, maybe the machine guns will,
I mean, that LMG nearly knocked us on our ass.
I need to work on this stuff, ASAP. If there's any top hatches that you guys, well, I should say Cobb, is you're going to be doing the shooting. Why don't you go inside and see what's comfortable?
Yeah, find a spot up on it to see if it gets some extra metal just to kind of put like a shield.
Sure.
around the.
You guys end up
LMG.
functioning a shield and everything and a pivot, and you make it kind of pretty functional. Between all of you with all of your skill sets, you basically get something up there and looking pretty primo. As far as the back,
what do you think about this whole mission that we're on?
What was that, Spencer?
Adamus. Are you there, Adamus?
I'm sorry. Yes.
What do you think about our mission so far? You're pretty quiet on this venture.
I approve of our mission, Captain.
I'm trying to save some more lives instead of being dummies for what they want us to do.
Yeah, I will assist in whatever way I can.
Good.
Captain,
Glad you're on our side.
Captain, we all want off this rock, and if this is what it takes, it's what it takes.
Roger that. Let's keep going on this mission then, guys. The sooner we get this done, the sooner we get all the parts that we need. Sooner that Frank or Jack or whoever it is that's going to be creating all this mastermind stuff can get it done, then we can get off this rock. We basically came what we came for, and she is standing next to me.
And and she's. I am not planning on leaving.
Then why are you helping me, Tara?
Oh, not planning on leaving you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, okay, well, you're confusing me right now. You're
It's kind of a little bit of both in some ways.
yeah, a little bit of both. So let's keep doing our mission, boys.
Let it roll, folks.
Oh yeah. Let's go shoot some shit.
She wanders around the this machine and looks at it and gets up. She starts making her way into the inner cockpit area and such. And she kind of looks it around and ponders the controls. And she checks it out, and she looks back out at you guys and gives you a thumbs up.
She's ready to rock and roll. Are you guys?
Oh yeah.
All our systems check, all our weapons ready.
And she goes ahead and fires it up and starts rumbling off. You can
Make
hear
sure we
the
didn't
whole
leave
thing.
the crates behind. Make sure we didn't leave the crates.
Everything's taken on board.
Yeah.
And and she calls back through the intercom system. Where exactly do you want me to head off to here? Just heading straight towards the Star Fury?
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Okay. I will start underway.
Thank
She
you.
radios into the junction point for access to leave the facility. She's granted access, and she starts heading along the way. And out she goes through the hangar doors. Boom, 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 and the thing kind of just.
I'm going to make my way up to the cockpit with Tara.
As soon as you get into the cockpit area, it opens up, and you're like, you hear the wind kind of roaring through the busted shielding where the hole is. But she's in there. She's driving the thing.
She'll be fine. The rest of us, not so much with the diaper on.
I'm going to ask her if she has access to a topographical map of the area and maybe try to, plot a course that doesn't look like it's going to lead right into an ambush like earlier.
She basically looks over at one of the controls. You see the AI pop up on the screen, and she brings up this entire mapping of the entire area, of the entire planet, if you wanted. Circles back down to the area where you're at and kind of does a little bit of a, checking out with the best angle to view, and brings it up nice and zoomed in. Yeah, you're seeing basically the smashed remains of the Star Fury as far as it's projected on that map, showing the basically the trailing end of it. Then there's a long break, and then there's a part of the ship that's kind of separated off in the other part. She kind of points and says that part there should be where we would be headed for the mid part of the ship. That would be where they would be storing stuff like missile arrays, that sort of stuff. All the salvos. Anything that hasn't been dispensed of.
Cool.
And so that's where she's directing herself towards. Is that too satisfactory?
Yeah, I'm very happy with that idea.
Very well. She continues on. And, she's doing a fairly decent job driving this thing.
I'm going to try and take some impromptu lessons. I'll stay in the cockpit.
Okay. And there we go. Just going to go ahead and share screen. Go ahead and bring that up. Where is my application window? There we go. Okay. Like I said, fairly decent job driving this thing. She obviously has some bonuses, but yeah, no problem. Smooth sailing as she's going along. And there's as you're driving along, there doesn't appear to be any kind of conflict as you're going along. You don't get anybody trying to shoot at the craft at all. Is there anybody manning the turrets at this time?
Yep, they'll be manning the turrets.
Okay. Just have you written down here for that. And let me get rid of that here for a second. Alrighty. And soon enough, you arrive at the outskirts of the Star Fury, and there is a basically a broken out kind of piece of bulkhead in front of you. This thing is vast. This is a massive ship, and you can tell part of it has been kind of squashed into the ground and kind of distorted. Like some of the floors have been kind of squished together from the impact. But it looks like a lot of the more upper levels that you can see from the ground still have a fairly decent level shape to them, although it's a little kind of at an angle. And she looks up there. She's like, how do you plan on getting up there? Climbing?
Do we have any vac suits available?
We don't need vac suits.
You guys have your combat environmental suits that you're utilizing right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we saw those. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're just gonna have to climb up there.
Let's find an opening and see if we can't use internal stairwells.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe check for any more access points. Good thinking, Ghost.
It's very easy to enter into the hull of this thing. Like I say, it's been kind of like the ship, which was once intact, has been pulled apart, leaving like floors exposed on the one end of the bulkhead that you see, and you see an awful lot of stories of floors in front of you, and just basically walking up to the bulkhead itself would like the floors itself, although kind of crushed and diminished. Looks like you'd have to do a little bit of climbing in there in order to make it up to where you want to, where the floors are a little bit more not so compressed.
Oh, who has the highest endurance?
Shall we climb?
Who's climbing?
I'll climb.
Give me a dex check there, please, sir.
Alrighty.
Nice one. Yeah, you basically zip up there in your suit, and you're like, dun, dun, and you're climbing up and doing the thing.
I'll go next.
Nice. So yeah, you make it up there expertly, no problem. You're just clambering around, getting your footing, no problem. And you find some of the areas in here a little bit more accessible to crawl through, and you start moving on in. Further you go inside, you can notice that there's some sort of a stair system. Also old elevator shafts and everything, kind of knocked out, opened up on the inside. This thing is, you're looking around, and a lot of stuff has been stripped out of this thing already.
Mm-hmm. Someone want to bring up the torches? And maybe some rope. Whatever we got, Frank.
Frank says, yep, I can do that. He grabs onto one of the units, puts it over his back, makes his way up there.
For the looks of things, we're not going to find anything worth salvaging until we actually have to start cutting our way in. In all likelihood, any scavengers probably, just took whatever wasn't nailed down. We're going to be taking the stuff that was nailed down.
Yeah.
And Frank radios you. He's has a little bit of a trouble, but he's okay. He ended up getting caught up on a few things along the way, but I'm okay. No problems. Seems to be all right.
Who's staying with the vehicle?
I'm staying with the vehicle. And probably Adamus as well.
I'm going to try to climb up and join them.
Oh, there you go.
Adamus, make a roll.
Maybe put see if Tara minds manning the guns, just in case.
Tara doesn't mind staying. I am okay.
You know how to run the turrets?
She gets up there.
Okay. Then I'll join the rest of the crew.
You're gonna jump out?
I'm gonna jump out and climb up with the rest of them.
Okay. Roll. And a dex check for you as well. For Adamus.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Okay, so Gordo got the 11, and that's a good roll. And Rise first roll. Alrighty. So you end up top. You do find something saying missile arrays, silos this way, blah blah blah. Tube
Follow Yellow Brick
launchers.
Road, yeah.
You end up finding the location of some of these launch tubes, and you're kind of like looking them over. Frank comes over with the torch and everything. Start setting up.
Let's open it up with this can of sardines.
Frank lights it up. Kaboom! Shadow, let's see. Let me go ahead and present the screen again here. It is going to be 1 die times 10. 50 points. Roll me 2 6-sided dice individually there for you, Shadow. Just a D6 each time. There, you can do that from right at the bottom with those little cubes. The circle with all the cubes on the bottom.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, that one.
The bottom left.
Yeah, bottom
Thank
left
you.
hand, there's... Yeah.
I was rolling something completely different.
Okay, and one more.
I don't know if that's good or
Bugs
not. But
guys.
I'll take it.
Let's.
All right, and on Frank, I will roll 2 individual dice for him in the hit locations. All right, the rest of you guys see this massive explosion happen up above, and you're like, holy crap. You just feel this kind of like expansion happen above you in the trace atmosphere that sounds so shrill and so weird.
What'd they do?
Oh, what the heck was that?
You don't hear anything come from Shadow or Frank at the moment.
Shadow.
Go.
Frank. Shit.
I'm gonna make my way up there.
And I get up there with haste.
Both of you end up climbing up. You can see that, a lot of the area has been like pulled apart. And you do see on one side, you can see one guy slightly like skewed over, and you can see the kind of like an arm twitch.
You want to check on him? I will go see who else I can find.
Yeah, good call.
See if he needs any medical attention.
Yeah, you see the arm twitch, and you realize that's the arm twitching.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, let's see what.
We need to find the rest of the body that goes to this arm. We better get looking.
I'm gonna look and see what material the arm's covered in. It's still covered in material.
Like this place has been like blasted out, and there is shredded bulkhead all around here. Massive explosion happened.
Okay.
It looks pretty frightening.
Okay. Well,
and in the meantime, Shadow, you kind of like you come to after a big flash, and you're still in your suit. Your suit's flashing all kinds of emergency lights in your face. It's reading off vital signs and everything. It's like communicating to you, telling you that all of these systems are offline and stuff.
Gonna try to make it to my feet.
You're like your body just feels like it's been hammered by something severely bad. Like you just seen everything go black, and now you've come to kind of. And like you try to move yourself around, and you look around, and you want to get yourself up, but you kind of like move yourself up, and you look, and you don't have any legs left, and you are out in the middle of, like, you think you could kind of look around, and you see the remains of the ship. Kind of more like 100 yards that way, and you've been blasted out, like shot out, like a bullet out of a barrel in one direction. Your communication system is out. It's like telling you this, and as far as you know, it's holding everything okay inside. It's telling you like all the medical administration stuff is going on. It's telling you it's accessing, morphine, dopamine, all this other stuff into your system to keep you going. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Oh. No legs. I lost my legs. Those are my favorite boots.
Dude, where's my legs? Oh.
We'll have to rename your character Lieutenant Dan, I would say.
It's been a long time since I ran a cyborg. What the hell, right?
We'll see what happens there, fellows, next time. Gordo, you're still muted.
No, I know. I'm here.
Okay. And yeah, okay.
I was wondering when the excitement was going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It seemed pretty mono so far, so it's good to see you got something up your sleeve.
Oh, I didn't do too good of a roll there with that die roll on him. I kind of gauged it as being some sort of he didn't get it, but there's something wrong with the torch.
Oh, I was wondering what the 2 6s were for.
The 2 6s, legs. Hit locations.
No, Rick.
Oh,
He didn't know what the 2 6s were for.
oh yeah. That was the hit locations.
Oh boy.
And those are the hit locations of poor
Franco.
Yeah, Frank.
I honestly thought that was a dice joke there, Shadow.
No.
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 Oh, I know where my mind went to. The 2 6s were 4. I had no idea. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Must be getting tired.
little bit of a I'm a little bit more of a low-key. I didn't know where you guys were going to go with it, but it's in my games you can go anywhere you want. So
pretty much
that was the direction you guys went.
You guys can. I can't go anywhere unless you get carried in my ass.
That's okay. We'll get you a sexy new body next time.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll put you over my shoulders now.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I need feet to push the pedals when I fly.
His bicycling career is questionable right now.
It's okay. We'll make little levers for your hands.
Yeah.
They'll put little wheelchair wheels on there for you. You go forwards. You go forwards. You go backwards.
So their cars literally had hand controls in them. So I'm actually kind of familiar with them. So I think I'll make do. But yeah, damn. It's actually kind of better than like being lopsided. Like an arm and a leg. You know what I mean? This way I can at least get the bionic running, maybe.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We're gonna have to go before Gordo falls asleep on us too.
No.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But even just picturing that, trying to you get the one bionic leg and you just end up going around in a circle real fast.
Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't lose your head.
There you go.
It's true. Die roll of a 1 would have been your head. Yeah. The way those die rolls go, 1 is head, 2 is arms, 3 to 5 is torso, and 6 is legs. Give you
And
both
were
legs, man.
Both were legs.
Yeah, could have been worse. It could have been your torso. There would have been nothing left of you, or your head.
One arms and legs.
We could have called you one arm, one leg. Codes there, the mighty one arm, one leg.
Well, at least he's got room for his bracelets.
We can still fit those on there. It should be half up his arm by now.
Alrighty. Next week, I'm gone to BC, so I'm on my holiday.
Oh, the suspense will kill me, literally.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just having a conversation with a buddy of mine. Bo. Real life's got to come first, guys.
Yeah.
As fun as this stuff is, family and things like that.
You'll have time to re-roll a character.
All right, I will go ahead and end the stream right now. You guys stick around later for the after party.
We can play doctor. I want to see Coach. He's a good guy. I want to
barely alive.
He's barely alive.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Yes, we do have the technology.
Better, faster.
We now have Terra.
All that. Hey, since you made it this far to the video at the end, you may as well hit that subscribe button. Because it's free. Honest, it's free. Just go ahead and hit it. I'm learning stuff. You're learning stuff. We all learn together. Subscribe. Just do it.